Ever felt the shiver down your spine on a quiet autumn night? Imagine a place where that feeling never leaves. A village cloaked in mist and steeped in ghostly legends. Welcome to Sleepy Hollow. Today, we're journeying into the heart of Washington Irving's timeless American folktale, the legend of Sleepy Hollow. What makes this story so chillingly captivating, even after 200 years? Is it just a simple ghost story? Or is there something deeper lurking in its shadowy woods? Let's set the scene. Sleepy Hollow isn't just a location, it's a character in itself. Picture this. Late 18th century New York, in a secluded glen by the Hudson River. The air here is different. There's a drowsy, dreamy influence that seems to hang over the land. The locals are a superstitious bunch, their minds filled with tales of apparitions and strange sights. The forests are dense and misty. The landscapes are painted with the melancholic colors of autumn, and an eerie stillness pervades everything. This haunting atmosphere is the perfect stage for the unsettling events that are about to unfold. It's a place where reality feels thin, and the supernatural feels just a breath away. Into this bewitching world steps our protagonist, Ichabod Crane. He is not your typical hero. Far from it. Ichabod is a lanky, superstitious schoolteacher with an insatiable appetite for both food and frightening stories. He spends his evenings devouring books on witchcraft and local ghost lore, which, ironically, makes him incredibly easy to spook. His imagination runs wild, turning every shadow into a specter and every gust of wind into a ghostly whisper. Despite his fears, he has grand ambitions. He's a man driven by a desire for a life of ease and plenty. And that brings us to Katrina Van Tassel, the belle of Sleepy Hollow. She's the only daughter of a wealthy farmer, beautiful, and the heiress to a vast fortune. To Ichabod, Katrina represents everything he craves: wealth, status, and an endless supply of delicious food from her father's overflowing farm. He's completely infatuated, not just with her charms, but with the prosperous life she promises. His pursuit of Katrina isn't just about love. It's a calculated move driven by his own vanity and greed. But Ichabod isn't the only one vying for Katrina's hand. His rival is Abraham Brombones Van Brunt, the town's local hero and prankster. Brom is everything Ichabod is not. He's brawny, boisterous, and beloved by the community. He's a skilled horseman and a natural leader, known for his good-natured humor and his penchant for practical jokes. When Ichabod tries to court Katrina, Brom sees him as a ridiculous obstacle and makes it his personal mission to torment the skittish schoolmaster. Their rivalry becomes a central conflict, a classic battle of brains versus brawn, or perhaps more accurately, superstition versus swagger. And then there's the legend that gives the valley its name, the Headless Horseman. This spectral figure is the ghost of a Hessian soldier from the Revolutionary War, whose head was blown off by a cannonball. He is said to ride forth from the churchyard each night, furiously searching for his lost head. He is the ultimate terror of Sleepy Hollow, a phantom that embodies the deepest fears of the community. His story is told and retold, a constant, chilling reminder of the supernatural forces at play. So, how do these characters collide? The story builds towards a fateful autumn night. Ichabod is invited to a harvest party at the Van Tassel estate. He sees this as his golden opportunity to win over Katrina. The party is a grand affair, filled with dancing, feasting, and storytelling. As the night wears on, the guests share ghost stories, each more terrifying than the last, with Brombones recounting his own supposed encounter with the Headless Horseman. These tales both thrill and terrify Ichabod, planting seeds of fear that will soon bear fruit. After the party, a dejected Ichabod leaves the Van Tassel home. We're led to believe his proposal to Katrina was rejected. Heartbroken and filled with the ghost stories from the party, he begins his lonely ride home through the darkening woods. The path takes him past Sleepy Hollow's most haunted spots, including the old church and the bridge where the Headless Horseman is most often seen. Every rustle of leaves, every shadow preys on his overactive imagination. Suddenly, his worst fears are realized. A massive, dark figure on a powerful black horse appears. And to Ichabod's horror, it carries its head on the pommel of its saddle. The chase is on. Ichabod, terrified, spurs his old horse, Gunpowder, in a desperate race for his life. He remembers the legend. The horseman cannot cross the church bridge. If he can just make it across, he'll be safe. He gallops frantically, the spectral rider hot on his heels. Just as he reaches the bridge, he glances back one last time and sees the horseman raise its arm and hurl its severed head directly at him. The next morning, Ichabod Crane is gone, vanished without a trace. All that's found near the bridge is his horse, Gunpowder, wandering peacefully, his saddle, Ichabod's hat, and a mysterious, shattered pumpkin. What happened to him? Was he carried off by the Headless Horseman, spirited away to the underworld? Or was there a more earthly explanation? The story cleverly leaves his fate ambiguous. Some locals whisper that Brom Bones, knowing of Ichabod's superstitions, disguised himself as the horseman to scare his rival out of town for good. The fact that Brom marries Katrina shortly after and always seems to laugh whenever pumpkins are mentioned adds weight to this theory. This ambiguity is what makes the story so brilliant. It plays with the central theme of superstition versus reality. Did Ichabod fall victim to a genuine ghost? Or was he just the butt of an elaborate prank, his own fears sealing his fate? Irving never gives us a straight answer, forcing us to question what we believe. The story also serves as a cautionary tale about vanity and greed. Ichabod's desire for wealth and status blinds him, making him an easy target. His downfall isn't just because of a ghost. It's a result of his own flawed character. The symbolism in the story is rich and powerful. The Headless Horseman is more than just a ghoul. He symbolizes the lingering trauma of war and the raw, untamed power of the unknown. That shattered pumpkin, it's a stroke of genius. It perfectly blends terror with humor, leaving us wondering if this whole terrifying ordeal was just a farce. Even Sleepy Hollow itself symbolizes the power of folklore. The stories the community tells are what define its identity, blurring the lines between history and myth until they become one and the same. The legend of Sleepy Hollow has become a cornerstone of American folklore and a Halloween classic for a reason. Its influence is everywhere, from Disney's animated film to Tim Burton's dark and gothic adaptation, and countless other retellings. It has cemented the Headless Horseman as one of literature's most iconic monsters. Ultimately, the story leaves us with a profound message. Being ruled by fear and superstition can lead you astray. True wisdom comes not from believing every ghost story you hear, but from understanding the world and yourself with a clear mind. So, the next time you find yourself on a dark road on an autumn night, remember Ichabod Crane, and maybe, just maybe, pick up your pace when you get to the bridge. What do you think happened to Ichabod? Was it a ghost, or was it Brombones? Let me know your theories down in the comments. Thanks for journeying with me into this spooky legend. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more stories from the shadows. See you next time.